Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Grand Champions Polo Club. This is the Aspen Valley Cup 8-goal. Game number 3 here in this tournament. 4 teams entered. We are going to see two fantastic teams here. Pony Express in the dark jerseys facing off against Quite on Sea. There is one substitution here today. We do have Santos Bellini playing in place of Finn Secunda, putting Pony Express to 8 goals. They were a 7-goal team with Finn, so there's no handicap in play today. And looks like we are just about ready to get it underway here. Umpires going over some final instructions with the teams. And we will get this one underway. We're on field 4 here at the Grand Champions Polo Club. And I'd like to welcome Mr. Roddy Matthews back to the Grand Champions Polo Club, one of our umpires from across the pond. Welcome back, sir. He's joined out there by Dale Schwetz. And we are just about ready to get underway, and here we go. That ball's put on the ground, off and working here out of the bowl end. It's going to be picked up here by Lucio Ocampo. Lucio losing the handle on it there. Joao coming through, trying to keep this one under control. Keeping this one going here. They're going to try and work this one down the sideboards. Coming around. Joao. Souza. Keeping this one going here. Gets it turned back, facing the right direction now. Coming in on the action, though, is going to be Pedro. Pedro Gutierrez coming through here, picking up the play, but looks like that ball going to take a funny hop over the sideboard, so we're going to have a change of possession here. The umpire's going to count down and allow. Oh. I stand corrected. There has been a whistle on the field. Umpires are discussing the play here. Going to figure out where exactly they want to place this ball. All right, looks like they have made a decision here. And going to go with a bowling. All right. So after discussion there, trying to figure out what exactly happened on the field. The umpires paying very close attention out there. A couple players come together here. It's going to be picked off now by Joao. Joao working his way down the field here. He's got, bad luck there. He's got Artemio trying to get in position, but unable to find it. It's going to be picked off by Santos Bellini. Santos rocking a new helmet here. The purple Casablanca lid. It's going to take me a little bit of time to get used to seeing him wear that one out there on the field, but we'll get him all squared away. Here comes Lucio Ocampo now. Lucio keeping this one going here. The battle of the number 4s, Lucio and Pedro, keeping this one going down the field here. No one quite home for Quite on Z. It's going to be picked off by Santos, who passes over here to Justin Daniels. Daniels wearing the number 3 on his back. Justin sends this one down. He's got Pedro trying to get there. Lucio trying to get there. Now Lilli. Beautiful touch there by Lilli Hagemeier. Keeping this one going down the field here. Nice pass up there to her number 4, Pedro. Look at that. Will it go? Oh, no. Stays on the playing field, though. Very close to that goal mouth. But it's going to stay on the playing field and taken out of there. Here comes Artemio Figueras, giving a little bump and a ride off there to Justin Daniels. Daniels working both sides of the pony, near side, offside, back to the near side. Here comes Artemio now. Artemio, his pass over to his number 4, Lucio Ocampo. Lucio doing a nice job here. Nice, easy pass right up the field there for his number 3. That, of course, is Joao. Joao keeping this one moving down the field. And Joao gonna escort that one right between the posts there, drawing first blood here. So nicely done there by the Quite On Z team. Get a nice look at this on the replay. Beautiful pickup there on the near side. Gets around that player here. That's a legal play. He had the distance, and he's going to go ahead and escort that one between the uprights. Beautifully done there by Joao. So back to center field we go. Clock is stopped, 3 minutes, 50 seconds, and we're going to have our first courtesy change of the match. Of course, the courtesy change, very big part of what we do here at the Grand Champions Polo Club, has become an integral part of our tournaments. We've had lots of great feedback from players, trainers, grooms, and spectators on the courtesy change. And here we see the players coming out, working their way back out onto the field. This is what we like to see, the courtesy change taking as little time as possible. 45 seconds is about the sweet spot for the courtesy change. You can think of it as a pit stop in Formula One or NASCAR. You are simply running to the sideline, hopping on a fresh mount, and getting right back into the game. So players already making their way back out there. Very nicely done. Looks like Santos getting a piece of tack adjusted there on the side. As I mentioned, the 45 seconds is the sweet spot for the courtesy change. That being said, there are always some instances where we will allow a little bit of extra time. For example, adjusting a piece of equipment. But here comes Justin Daniels back out onto the field. And I believe he is our final player to make his way out. So back to center field we go for a Bolin. Of course, coming off that beautiful goal there by Joao. Pedro Souza for Quite On Z. Here we go. Ball's on the ground. Clock continues to tick down now. It's going to be picked off now by Artemio. Artemio doing a nice job here. Ooh, look at that. Coming across. Lucio going to get there. Now it's going to be Joao. Joao looking around, checking his surroundings here. Gets the ball turned back, facing the right direction now. Joao gives that ball a ride towards the goal. And nicely done there. You get a nice, good look at this replay here. Joao, cool, calm, and collected. Season opening, takes the shot. No need for a second touch. That's going to go right on in. Beautifully done there by Joao. Picking up his second goal. Back to center field. Clock ticking down. A little ahead of 2:30 left on the clock as Lucio Ocampo going to get a hold of this ball out of the Bolin. Lucio comes together there with Pedro Gutierrez. Pedro. Ooh, bad luck there. Kicked by the pony. Pedro going to capitalize on this, try and get a hold of this ball. Fighting back and forth here. Battle of the number 4s. Lucio and Pedro. Lucio gets possession here, working his way down the field. Lucio. Ocampo. And he's going to take the shot, but it's going to go wide over the back line. So we're going to have a knock-in. The first knock-in here of this match. Pedro Gutierrez, 5-goaler. Wearing the number 4 on his back. He's going to get this one sent back in. Nice spread here. Players spreading themselves out. Making some targets to hit at. Unfortunately, though, it's going to be picked off now by Lucio Ocampo, and the whistle's going to sound. Stopping the clock with 3 minutes and 38 seconds left. Yeah, so taking a look at this here. Little bit too close there on the angle, so we're going to drop this one. On the 40-yard stripe. In favor of Pony Express. Here comes Pedro Gutierrez. Pedro with the hit, and unfortunately that's going to go wide to the right-hand side, so Quite on Z will get a knock in here on the east side of the field. Lucio Ocampo ready to bring this one back into play. Waiting for the umpire to give the signal. There it is, and here comes Lucio. Just over a minute remaining here in chukker number 1. Lucio Ocampo fires one down. He's got Alecia here. Nice pickup there by the number 1, Alecia Seidler, keeping this one going. Fighting with the bouncing ball a little bit there. She's followed up nicely there by Artemio. Artemio can't quite keep it under control, and here comes Pedro Gutierrez. Pedro gets it turned, facing the right direction now. Legal play. And now he's going to give that one a ride down the field, looking for a target here. He's got a couple players in motion. Here comes Lilli Hagemeier trying to get established on that line, but Lucio gets there first. Here comes Santos Bellini now. Santos Bellini working it around here, trying to keep this one under control, but the whistle is going to sound here. Gonna get a nice good look at this. Yep. So 35.5 seconds left to play here. We're going to drop this one on the center stripe. In favor of Quite Unzi. See the whole Quite Unzi squad out there, talking a little bit of strategy while they get the ball teed up. And as you can tell with their jerseys blowing in the wind, there is a bit of a breeze out there today. Lucio Ocampo here to do the honors. Lucio with the approach now. And he's going to give that ball a ride down the field, trying to get this one under control. They're fighting for possession. Keeping this one going here. And just wide over the back line. So that's going to do it for chukker number 1 as that ball crossed the back line after the first horn. So we're going to go ahead and send the players off. And we'll be right back in it with more action in the Aspen Valley Cup 8 goal right here on CTV Sports. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, live here at the Grand Champions Polo Club, field number 4. We're going to start off chucker number 2 here with a knock-in, as we did have a wide shot on goal after the 30-second horn had gone. So that's how we're going to start things off here. Players getting into position, umpires getting into position as well. As I mentioned before, we had 4 teams enter this tournament. We saw all 4 teams play on Tuesday, Amaro and Newport, in addition to this Pony Express team and the Quite on Z team. Here comes Pony Express, Pedro Gutierrez, to do the honors and tap this one back into play. Here we go, chucker number 2, off and working. Pedro, his pass off to the right-hand side, looking for Santos Bellini. Santos sends this one further up the field there, looking for Justin. Justin trying to get in there, but Lucio gonna get a hold of this one and establish possession. Lucio Ocampo. Lucio slams on the brakes there, trying to let the defenders go by. They do not go by, so he elects to hit. He's got some players upfield. Artemio can't quite get a hold of it. Lucio back in possession. Lucio fighting with that bouncing ball here. Santos takes this one, sends it over to the sideboards, looking for Justin Daniels. Daniels, his pass over here for Pedro Gutierrez. Nice little play here by the boys in blue. And here comes Lilli getting in on the action here. Hagemeier, nice pickup here. One thing I got to say about Lilli, she can hit the ball so well when she has the opportunity to. I've watched Lilli play for several years now. I first started seeing her play in the PTF, in the kids polo, which the PTF is just about to get going here with their season on Monday. And here we go. In fact, I believe Lilli's playing in the PTF on Monday, so we should see more of her on Monday. Where's that ball going to end up here? They're fighting for possession. It's going to be Lucio now to come in and get the steal. Lucio, his pass over here, looking for Joao. Joao. Nice pickup here and next shot over towards the goal mouth here, trying to get out of there, but he's going to get hooked by Santos Bellini. Now coming in is going to be Justin Daniels. Daniels, his pass back over here. Little pump fake there, called off though by Gutierrez. Pedro and Lucio, they come together. And yes, the whistle will sound there. 4:55 on the clock. We'll get a nice good look at that on the replay here. There's that pump fake and Santos being called off. Lucio comes in and steals. He needed to clear there. So we're going to go ahead and march this one down and drop it. On the penalty stripe. This is going to go in favor of Pony Express. Pedro Gutierrez getting this teed up the way he likes, 60 yards towards a defended goal. Penalty number 4. Comes Pedro with the approach. Pedro fires this one. Ooh, man, off to the right-hand side again. He was wide right in the first chucker on his penalty 3 attempt. As I mentioned, there is a bit of a breeze out there. That wind may be a factor. But here comes Lucio, sends this ball back into play here off the back line. Lucio, his pass up here looking for Alecia. Alecia can't quite get there. Pedro gets himself established on the ball. Coming across, though. Artemio going to steal that ball away. But he's going to get whistled for his efforts. Stop the clock with 4 minutes and 20 seconds here. So another right-of-way violation here. The call in the field. The most common foul you'll hear or you'll see in a polo game is the right-of-way violation. And once again, we're going to go ahead and head towards the east side of the field. Pedro going to get another attempt here from the penalty stripe. With another penalty. Ooh, Pedro. Gonna find the high mark there. That was very close there. He did get that one. The goal judge on the field did wave that one in. It was very close to that post, but he did get it dialed. So, draws first blood here for the team in the dark jerseys, Pony Express. Getting them on the scoreboard here with that penalty number 4 conversion. The first goal of the second chukker. The first goal for the Pony Express team. Time is out for just a moment here. Umpires looking for a clean and proper lineup. Here we go. 3 minutes when going. Lilli tries one going. Lilli trying to keep that one under control. Now Justin Daniels in on the action here. Justin telling Lilli to go forward. Lilli goes to the near side here. She was looking for on that one, but Justin was almost able to get back to it. And here we have a whistle on the play. Stopping the action. And this will be our courtesy change here for chukker number 2 with 2 minutes and 47 seconds on the clock. We see the players running off to the side or to the corners to hop on a fresh mount here. And this was a courtesy change on our app. You can search for our app at GCPC on the App Store, and the Google Play Store is available. We also have our website. If you would like to look at it on a computer screen, you are more than welcome to find our schedule. Go to gcpolo.com, click on the schedule page. That is live linked to our internal calendar. So all of the latest information will always be available on that calendar page, which is available on the website and on our app. So please stay tuned to that. And later this evening, we will be releasing some information on our first 6-goal, the Metropolitan Cup. Very exciting 6-goal action coming up, but more about that in a minute. We've got more action in our 8-goal. Here comes Joao coming across. Pedro did have himself established on that line. You saw him riding that one out, so we're going to go ahead and march this ball to the center. Penalty number 5 here, going in favor of Pony Express. And Pedro Gutierrez will do the honors. Here comes Pedro. Gives that ball a ride. Slightly off to the left-hand side here. First one on it is going to be Lucio Ocampo. He's going to get a hold of that one with the back shot, setting up Joao. Joao grabs a hold of this ball. Lucio goes forward. Joao releases that one downfield. Just over 2 minutes remaining here in chukker number 2. As Lucio Ocampo continues his drive downfield. He's going to send this one over here looking for a teammate there, but he's able to get it back under control. Artemio tried to get there. Pedro coming in with the hook and the steal. And this is still a live ball. Here we go. Keeping this one going. It's going to be Justin Daniels now. Daniels Over to the far sideboards. Justin. Now Santos coming in on the action. Santos Bellini. Battling it out there with Lucio Ocampo. Now here comes Pedro Gutierrez. Pedro. A little bit of a pump fake there. Now he's going to unleash this ball. 1:30 on the clock right there to Santos Bellini. Bellini keeping this one going. Bellini tried to pass that one over to a teammate. Just comes up a little short of Daniels. And it's going to be Lucio to grab a hold of this one, steal it back for Quainon Z. And here comes Santos, though, back in control. Gets this one stolen back here for Pony Express. And he's going to send this one over here. No one quite home to grab a hold of that ball. But Santos back at it here. Now Pedro gets in there. Pedro. Gutierrez. Pedro looking for a clear path to goal. He sees one. Unfortunately, that's going to come off of a pony leg. And stolen back now by Lucio Ocampo. Lucio doing a fantastic job so far this match. Miscues, leaves it behind. Now Joao. Keeping this one going. Not a whole lot of time left here. Joao working his way down. He's got Artemio coming in to help him out if the need arises. Joao keeps this one going here. He's responsible for both of the goals by this team. Oh, look at that. Dangerously close to that goal line here. And it's going to be backed out by Justin Daniels. Now Lucio. Now Artemio. And Artemio going to find that one and going to send that one on in. So nicely done there by Artemio. Actually, by the entire Quainon Z squad there. Seemed like almost everybody got a touch on it. We'll take a look at this replay here. Artemio finds himself in the right spot at the right time, and he's going to get that one through. So that's what we got here. It's a score of 3-1 at the end of Chukker number 2. We'll be right back with more action here in this, the Aspen Valley Cup 8-goal.
If you are in the area, I suggest you make your way to Sunset Chuckers and Cocktail, because this is the fun type polo match. It's where everyone's relaxed and chilling, just having a great time. We have great hors d'oeuvres and a special drink for the day. Welcome to CTV Sports. I'm Dale Sweats, and we are live from Aspen, Colorado.
There's nothing better than being out here in Aspen, playing with these great people, amazing views every day.
Get ready. July, August. It always starts, of course, on July 3rd with the Independence Cup.
Well, Aspen is a place that is close to my heart. I love everything about Aspen. Another great season, great fields again. They keep getting better and better.
Colorado has embraced the polo. They love the polo like we love the polo.
Aspen, I love it there. My family's around, a ton of horses, a ton of golf, and a lot of fun polo.
They are ready to go.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, live here at field number 4, Grand Champions Polo Club. This is the Aspen Valley Cup 8-goal. We have the teams out there on the field getting ready to start this match, or start this chukker, I should say. And here's our 8th and final player. Gonna get this one underway here with a bowling. We did play all the way down to the double horn to end chukker number 2. So away we go. It's gonna be Lucio Ocampo. Lucio. And quick whistle here. Let's see what happened. Checking on this replay. Lucio trying to maintain possession there. A little bit of a melee play. A bunch of players all bunched up together, so we're going to have a penalty 5 from the spot of the infraction. No. My apologies. This is going to be... Yes, it is from the spot of the infraction. All right, just getting everyone into position here. All right, there we go. Alecia Seidler going to get on the scoreboard here with that penalty 2 from the spot. Very nicely done there. Adding a letter to her column here on the score sheet. Taking a commanding lead here, 4-1 in favor of Quiet on Z. As we make our way back to center field. Very early here in this third chukker. 6 minutes left to play. Still plenty of time left for Pony Express to catch up here. Let's see what's going to happen. It's going to be Lucio. Going to grab a hold of that ball out of the bowl, and nicely done here, Lucio Ocampo. Lucio battling it out here. He's got Santos on his hip. Lucio trying to give Santos the slip there. Santos, though, being a little bit of a thorn in his side here. And Lucio going to the near side, tries to thread the needle there. Pedro, though, stops that ball in its tracks and gets possession here for Pony Express. Nicely done there by Pedro Gutierrez. Gutierrez, his pass up here over center field. He's got Lilli Hagemeier. Lilli coming in there. Ooh, bad luck there. Not able to make contact with that ball, but she's followed up nicely by Pedro. Pedro coming down the line here. Gets a hold, or trying to get a hold of this one on the sideboards. Pedro dangerously close to that end line there, deep in the corner. Pedro trying to work his way back towards the goal mouth. Pedro getting a little help from Justin, trying to run some interference for him. Pedro keeping this one going here. And that one's going to be backed out of there. Stolen now by Artemio Figueras. Pedro gets back under control momentarily, but it's going to be taken out by Quiet on Z. Now Lucio Ocampo back in control here. 4.5 minutes left to play in chukker number 3. Lucio Ocampo doing what he does best, which is drive the ball down the field and right between the uprights. Beautiful play there by Lucio Ocampo. Showing us how it is done there. That's what we like to see. Just about 4 minutes remaining here as we head back to center field. Yep. See the clock behind the umpire there. Just clicked under 4 minutes. And clock is stopped with 3 minutes and 50 seconds here. And looks like we are going to go for our courtesy change. All right, looks like ball going back into play here. And it's going to be Santos Bellini coming out of there with it. Santos. Wearing his fresh purple helmet here. It's going to, like I said before, it's going to take me a while to get used to seeing him out there with that. But we have Lucio Ocampo coming through, trying to get this one back under control here for Quite on Z. Lucio. Keeping this one going here. Coming together, this is going to be Pedro. Pedro Gutierrez. And Artemio going to come together here. And here's Joao grabbing this one off the sideboards. Joao. Keeping this one going. Pedro now back in control. Pedro. Gutierrez. Pedro. Keeping this one going down the field, trying to get a hold of a teammate there. Unable to do so. It's going to be back momentarily, but here it is back in control by Pony Express. Now, Lucio going to grab a hold of that one momentarily here. Passing this one, looking for Joao. Joao can't quite get a hold of it. Santos Bellini is there. Santos passes over here to Justin Daniels. Justin Daniels digs that one off the sideboards here. Nicely done by Justin Daniels, but it's going to be taken back here by Lucio Ocampo. Still on the playing surface here. Keeping this one going now. Sends this one down. Coming in. Joao working his way down, trying to keep this one under control, but disrupted there by the Pony Express squad. Santos Bellini trying to get there. Unable to do so. It's going to be backed out one more time here. Joao to Lucio. Lucio, Artemio got a touch on it. Now it's going to be Lucio once again. Lucio Ocampo. Lucio. Lucio. Keeping this one going. And Lucio going to take this one all the way down. And he's going to put another point on the board here. Beautifully done there on the near side as well. Nicely done. So back at center field. Under a minute remaining here in Chukker number 3. Umpire puts that ball on the ground. Here we go. Off and working. Joao. Now. Lucio. Back in control for Quite on Z. Lucio Ocampo. Keeping this one going here. Artemio spins around, gets this one turned back, facing the right direction now, trying to keep this one under control. And it's going to be disrupted, though, by Pedro Gutierrez. Gutierrez with possession. Gutierrez. And coming in on the action here. Look at that nice pony action there. Peels around and grabs a hold of this one, keeping this one going downfield, trying to get this one all the way down to the goal mouth here. But it looks like they might run out of time. That's all we got, folks, for Chukker number 3 and the first half. We'll be right back in it with more action here on CTV Sports.
Playing in a dedicated women's polo league is great for progressing your polo. It's great for us to play together as women, to have a chance to take to the field with some of the best polo players in the world. It's helping us come together, improve our polo and keep up playing a regular high level of polo.
Like, I'm learning so much. I am shadowing some of the best women players in the sport, and it's just been an incredible journey, really.
I have played at Santa Rita before and I love it here. It's a fantastic club. They do so much for not only just polo but women's polo, so we're very excited to be here, and huge thanks to Melissa and Mark for having us.
Welcome to CTV Sports. I'm Dale Sweat, back at the Aspen Valley Polo Club, and it feels so good to be back at this beautiful club.
Every year that I get to come out here, it's another year that I'm very blessed and very grateful.
I mean, the polo here is fantastic. The people, the horses, the views, everything is beautiful here. But after that, there's so much to do.
Probably the uniqueness of Aspen is how the Ganseys, especially obviously Mark and Melissa, try and make it entertaining for all different levels.
The energy in this place is full power.
I mean, I always love the mountains, and playing polo, one of the best things to do with the mountains is an amazing thing.
It's different because we play arena polo, wheelie polo, all types of polo.
Polo's had a huge, big menu, and that's the way polo should be.
I think the club is a very balance of fun and competitive polo. I think it's great that we're able to play, some people play 3 times a week, some people play 4, some people play 5, and that's the beauty of it. It's whatever you want to make of it, and whatever you want to get out of playing, that's what you get here in Aspen.
When I founded the Taqueria 48 years ago, the goal was to service polo players fieldside and carry a complete line of polo equipment. Since those early days, we now carry everything for the horse and rider. Anything that goes on or near a horse, you're likely to find here in our store. We still have polo equipment made by polo players for polo players.
Have an opportunity. Santos Bellini gonna fire one from 60. Oh, off the post.
Polo school is the funnest thing I've become involved with in the last year of my life.
I mean, the confidence to be able to play an event in beach polo, Miami Beach, and snow polo in Aspen.
Our dedicated instructors have years of polo experience and are CHA certified.
It's important to us to come back and have a really good experience.
Every time you leave the gates from the polo school, you're hungry for more.
if you are in the area, I suggest you make your way to Sunset Chocolate and Cocktail, because this is the fun type polo match. It's where everyone's relaxing, chilling, just having a great time. We have great hors d'oeuvres and a special drink for the day.
Welcome to CTV Sports. I'm Dale Schwetz, and we are live from Aspen, Colorado.
There's nothing better than being out here in Aspen, playing with these great people, amazing views every day.
Get ready. July, August. It always starts, of course, on July 3rd with the Independence Cup.
Well, Aspen is a place that is close to my heart. I love everything about Aspen.
Another great season. Great fields again. They keep getting better and better.
Colorado has embraced the polo. They love the polo like we love the polo.
Aspen, I love it there. My family's around, a ton of horses, a ton of golf, a lot of fun photos.
They are ready to go.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here at the Grand Champions Polo Club, field number 4. So the umpires are going over a couple things here on the field. And a little bit of discrepancy there. We did go back and check during the halftime break. We went back through all of the goals there. There was, in fact, a goal by Artemio Figueras in the second chukker. There's a little neck shot towards goal on the east end of the field. Joao had 2 goals in the first chukker, followed by that one by Artemio in the second. And then, of course, Alecia did start that one off, the third chukker off, with getting a penalty 2 conversion, and then Lucio getting 2 goals to his name in that third chukker, bringing their team to 6 goals. My apologies, folks. So back in action here. 5-1 the score here in chukker number 4. And this ball going to take a little ride off to the right-hand side. It's wide of the goal. So bringing this one back in, here comes Santos Bellini. Going to grab a hold of this one. Coming down the sideboards here. Santos trying to work his way back in there, unable to find that ball. It's going to be Lucio Ocampo. Coming back out. It's going to be Justin Daniels now. Daniels. Coming in. Ooh, look at that. Coming across here. Artemio trying to get there. Artemio dangerously close to that goal mouth there. Ooh, look at that. Artemio going to come out of there. Here comes Lucio trying to get this one away from Santos Bellini. Bunch of players come together there on the sideboards. Pedro getting a touch on the ball. Lucio, now Santos, now the umpire's whistle. Coming back here. Gonna get a closer look at this here on the replay. And clock is stopped. 5:22 on the board here. Little bit of discussion here. Umpires figuring out where they want to place this ball. Little bit of discussion here. Okay, so we are going to all right, ball back in play. Here we go. Coming out of there with it is going to be Lucio Ocampo. Coming in here, taking a hold of this one, dangerously close to that end line there. Stolen back once again by Pony Express. Here comes Santos Bellini. Bellini, his pass over here to the sideboards. Not quite where he wanted to place that one there, as it's going to be stolen back by Lucio. Now Artemio in on the action. Artemio can't quite keep it going. Here comes Santos back in control. Santos Bellini fighting it out here with Artemio. Battle of the number twos. Here comes Pedro Gutierrez now. Gutierrez takes a hold of that ball, crushes it down the field. He's got Santos Bellini out in front on the move. Santos Bellini looking around, checking his surroundings. He's got nothing but green in between him and the goal, and he's going to unleash a shot towards the goal right on through. And putting another point here on the board for Pony Express. Get a nice look at this from center field. Santos Bellini all by himself. Beautifully executed shot there by Santos Bellini. Back at center field here. Ball's back on the ground. Coming out of there with it. Coming up here with the ball. Lucio trying to get in there. Lucio Ocampo. Now Justin gets a little back shot off. Not quite where he wanted to place that. A couple players all come together here. Santos Bellini and Artemio. And the whistle's going to sound, stopping the action here in chukker number 4. Umpires discussing where they want to place this ball. And we're going to go ahead with our courtesy change here for chukker number 4. Action here, about to be in action. We've got the teams making their way back out from the courtesy change. 2 goals for Pony Express, 5 goals for Quite on Z. We've got the ball placed here. Pedro Gutierrez getting it teed up the way he likes. Ready to get this one back underway. Chucker number 4, we've got 2.5 chuckers left to play here in this match. We'll see Pedro do the honors and send this one back into play. Pedro with the approach. And Pedro with the shot. Unfortunately, that's going to go wide to the left-hand side this time around. Pedro was shooting a little towards the right earlier in the match. Now he's shooting a little bit towards the left. Bad luck there for Pony Express. And here comes Lucio with the knock-in for Quite on Z. Lucio Ocampo. Being marked there by Santos Bellini. Lucio, though, gives Santos the slip, gets around him, looking to get through that pack of players, unable to do so. That ball left in the middle of the pack. Here comes Joao. Joao, his pass picked off now by Lilli Hagemeier. Lilli can't quite get it going on the sideboards there. She's going to lose the handle. And with about 2.5 minutes here in Chucker number 4, that ball's going to take a hop over the sideboards, and we will have a change of possession. And we do have a quick whistle here for a tack timeout. We see one of the Quite on Z players hopping off. We're going to give him a little bit of time here to adjust that piece of equipment, and we'll be back underway here shortly, as soon as we get all of our players back in the saddle with proper equipment, or equipment in the proper place. All right, so it looks like he's going to go ahead and swap out a horse here. Sometimes it's easier to just swap the whole horse rather than the piece of equipment, so we'll be right back with more action.
Welcome to CTV Sports. I'm Dale Sweat, back at the Aspen Valley Polo Club, and it feels so good to be back at this beautiful club.
Every year that I get to come out here, it's another year that I'm very blessed and very grateful.
I mean, the polo here is fantastic. The people, the horses, the views, everything is beautiful here. But after that, there's so much to do.
Probably the uniqueness of Aspen is how the Ganges, especially, obviously Mark and Melissa, try and make it entertaining for all different levels.
The energy.
All right, back in action here. 2:26 on the clock here in Chucker number 4. 5-2 the score. And we see the players all back out here on the field, ready to get underway. As I mentioned before we went to commercial, sometimes it is a lot easier and quicker to just swap the pony out rather than fix the piece of equipment. So that's what we did there, and we're back in action here with Lucio Ocampo. Lucio taps this one into play. Fires this one down here, looking for Artemio Figueras. Artemio trying to thread the needle here and work his way through the pack of players, but he's going to run out of real estate there. You see the body language there. Artemio not pleased with that, but Pony Express doing a nice job there, keeping him from being able to make a shot on goal and forcing that ball to go over the back line. Pedro brings this one back into play, sends this one into the playing field, looking around, checking his surroundings. Pedro winds up, still has possession. Now he's going to unleash a pass downfield looking for Santos Bellini. Santos hooked out of there now by Joao. Nice play there by Joao. Souza, here comes Pedro. Now, Joao. Once again, Joao. Keeping this one going. Doing a nice job here, Joao. Battling it out here with Santos Bellini. Bellini passes this one over here. Not quite where he wanted to place that one. He was looking for one of his teammates. Definitely not looking for the mallet of Lucio Ocampo. Lucio, the number 4, still has possession here. He's got players in motion downfield. Look at that. Nice heads-up play there by Artemio Figueras. Artemio can't quite make contact with that ball the way he liked. Now this ball over on the sideboards. A couple players come together here. And the whistle will sound here. Get a good look at this here from the drone view. Got a little bit, a little too much on that one. So we're going to go ahead and stop the action. And let's see what the umpires decide to do with this. Looks like the umpires are still discussing placement. Of course, our umpires today, Dale Schwetz and Roddy Matthews. We gave Roddy a big welcome here in the beginning of this match. One of our umpires from across the pond. Just got back to town. Very happy to have Roddy back with us. Here we go, penalty number 5. Sends this one in. Coming down the line here, Pedro. Couldn't get there. Now it's going to be Joao. Joao gets a turn back facing the right direction now for Quite on Z. Pedro keeping a close watch on him, trying to disrupt that. Nice little heads-up play there by Pedro. Had himself positioned just enough so that Joao miscued on that ball, but Joao back in control. Now Pedro gets a little touch on it here, trying to steal this one away. Pedro. Now Lucio takes the shot, saw an opportunity, took the shot, and it's going to go wide over the back line. And that's going to do it for chucker number 4. Stay tuned here on CTV Sports. We'll be right back with chucker number 5.
If you are in the area, I suggest you make your way to Sunset Chuckles and Cocktail, because this is a fun type polo match. It's where everyone's relaxing, chilling, just having a great time. We have great hors d'oeuvres and a special drink for the day.
Have an opportunity. Santos Bellini gonna fire one from 60. Oh, off the post.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Live here at the Grand Champions Polo Club. We're back in action here. Chucker number 5. Off end work, and Lucio Ocampo here with possession here. We go. Lucio trying to get that one all the way down to Artemio Figueras. Artemio looking for a little bit of redemption. He had a couple miscues down here, but it's going to be a low flag. Bad luck there for Artemio Figueras. Score stands 5-2 as Pedro Gutierrez will do the honors and bring this one back into play on the knock-in. Pedro Gutierrez waits for the umpire to call play. There it is. Pedro. Joao keeping a close watch on him here. Pedro sends this one further down the field. Right there for Lilli Hagemeier. Nice pickup there by Lilli. Santos tries to go for the pass, unable to keep it under control. Here comes Joao. Joao, nice little flip shot back to Lucio, but Santos Bellini is there, and he's going to send this one over center field. And Lilli trying to get established on that line. Alecia found herself there first. Cleared a path for Lucio. Lucio now with possession. Lucio slams on the brakes, lets those defenders go by. Lucio Ocampo trying to keep this one under control. And Pedro just going to watch that ball as it crosses over the back line. So we will line up for a knock-in here in favor of Pony Express. Pedro fires one down here. Down here by the boards, Justin Daniels having trouble with the bouncing ball there. Santos can't quite make contact with it, and here comes Joao. Joao sends this one back over here, looking for Artemio. Artemio Figueras gets a hold of it momentarily, but here comes Pedro Gutierrez. Gutierrez now with possession. He's got Santos in motion. He also has Justin in motion and Lilli in motion. His whole team is downfield waiting for a pass here. Lilli tries to come through. They're hooked out of the play, though, and it's going to be Ocampo to get a hold of the ball for quite on Z. Ocampo. Ocampo. Ocampo over center field now. Drop pass back here to Joao. Joao trying to get that one all the way down. It's going to be Justin Daniels now. Finds himself in the right place at the right time. Gets a hold of that ball. Justin Daniels avoids the hook. Nicely done here. Justin keeping this one going here. Miscues on it, though. Left it behind. First one on it is going to be Artemio Figueras. Artemio looking around, checking his surroundings. He's got, bad luck there. Not what he wanted to do. Lilli tried to get in there, unable to make contact. Here comes Artemio back in control once again for Quite on Z. Artemio is going to lose the handle on it. Lilli coming through. She knows she couldn't make a play on it. Smart move there by Lilli. And she didn't want to get the foul. And here comes Joao. Now Ocampo. Ocampo. Little pump fake there. Trying to keep this one going. Works around the pack of players. Trying to work his way down towards the goal mouth here. Ocampo, Ocampo, Ocampo. Ooh, look at that. Stolen out of there here by Pony Express. Beautiful shot. Now picked up by Santos Bellini. Bellini comes together with Joao. And Joao's ball. Back over here. Picked off now. Ocampo once again in control. Ocampo. Ocampo. And saw an opportunity, took the shot. And it's going to go wide. So another knock-in opportunity here for Pony Express. As we send the players off for the courtesy change, we see everyone heading over to the corner. Going to hop on fresh mounts. And get this one back underway as quickly as possible. I said it before earlier in the match. The sweet spot for this courtesy change is roughly about 45 seconds. We try to keep this as short and sweet as possible. This is not a timeout for the player. This is simply a designated time to swap a horse. Not time to discuss things with your coach. Not time to get water. This is more of a pit stop. You can compare it to a pit stop in Formula One or NASCAR. You run onto the pits, you get all your stuff changed out, and you get right back out on the track. So we see the players getting out onto the field. Obviously, there are some instances where we will allow a little bit of extra time, and that, of course, is for attack time or any issue with the four-legged athlete. But generally speaking, we try to keep these as short and sweet as possible, and it keeps the game moving. Knock-in. Going to be taken here by Pedro for Pony Express. Score stands 5-2. And Pedro back behind, just waiting for the umpire to call play. Pedro. Just waiting for that signal by the umpires, and there it is. Pedro Gutierrez taps this one into play here. Looking around, checking his surroundings. He's got Justin peeling off to the left-hand side. Justin meets that ball. Hooked, though, by Ocampo. And Ocampo going to take a hold of this play, working his way back down towards his goal mouth here. Ocampo can't quite keep it under control. It's going to be left behind here, picked off first by, ooh, look at that. Little bump and a ride off there by Joao on Bellini. Ocampo trying to get in there. Pedro Gutierrez in on the action as well. Pedro Gutierrez gets a hold of this ball and gets possession with just over 2 minutes left to play here in chukker number 5. Keeping this one going. Ocampo takes a nice shot there. Wow, what a great goal by Ocampo. Doing a fantastic job here. Saw an opportunity, and he seized it. Coming across, Ocampo. Nice little open back shot here to goal, and he's going to seal the deal there. Bringing his team to 6-2 the score, 1:30 on the clock here in chukker number 5. Back in action at center field. That ball picked off now by Gutierrez. Gutierrez fires this one down here, looking for Santos Bellini. Bellini can't quite keep it under control, fighting with the bouncing ball. Here comes Ocampo. Pops that one high in the air. Ocampo and Bellini come together here. Ocampo maintains possession. Pedro tried to get in there, but Ocampo still has possession of this ball, working his way down under a minute remain. Ocampo taking this one down here. Justin coming in out of nowhere, gets a little back shot off, just enough to disrupt that play. Santos thought about it, unable to get established on the line, and it's going to be Joao to come through and take a shot on goal and get one in. So that's going to be Joao's third goal on the day. He had 2 in the first chukker, and he's getting his third goal here in the 5th. Nicely done there, and that's going to do it for chukker number 5, as we are beyond the 30-second warning horn. So we got one more chukker left in regulation time. Stay here on CTV Sports. We'll be right back.
Polo school is the funnest thing I've become involved with in the last year of my life.
Give me the confidence to be able to play an event in beach polo, Miami Beach, and snow polo in Aspen.
Our dedicated instructors have years of polo experience and are CHA certified.
It's important to us to come back and have a really good experience.
Every time you leave the gates from the polo school, you're hungry for more.
When I founded the Taqueria 48 years ago, the goal was to service polo players fieldside and carry a complete line of polo equipment. Since those early days, we now carry everything for the horse and rider. Anything that goes on or near a horse, you're likely to find here in our store. We still have polo equipment made by polo players for polo players.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Sixth and final chukker of regulation play here in this, the third game of the Aspen Valley Cup 8-goal. 7-2 on the board. Quite on Z on top. Teams assemble here at center field. Waiting for a clean and proper lineup here. The two umpires, they want to see a clean alleyway to bowl that ball down. There it is. That ball's on the ground. 7-2 the score. And away we go. Excuse me. Here we go. Little bit of a bunched up pack there. Here comes Lucio. Going to get a hold of this ball out of the pack here. Working his way down. Justin Daniels fighting hard, though. Trying to steal this one back. Lucio unable to keep that one going here. Couple players come through. Now Santos Bellini going to get in there on the action. Santos unable to keep that one under control. Here comes Artemio. Pedro coming through. And the whistle's going to sound here, stopping the action. Let's see what the two umpires decide to do with this one. Going to get a closer look here on the replay. All right, so this will go in favor of Quite on Z. And this is going to be a penalty number 2. 30 yards towards an open goal. Okay, so there has been a second whistle. Second whistle has been blown. Let's see what the umpires do here. If they're going to make a change. Doesn't look like it. It's going to be Alecia Seidler going to take this shot. Oh, bad luck there. She got a little underneath that one there. Unable to make it all the way down. So clock is out once again. Okay. All right, so with that second whistle, you're going to get another attempt from the 30. Had they made that, I believe they would have gotten possession at center field. Little discussion. Out here on the field. Going to get this one teed up. And Alecia. That one had the distance, however, not quite the angle. Bad luck there. But no worries, as they still have a commanding lead here, Quite on Z. And we're going to line up for a knock-in here. Pedro Gutierrez behind the ball. Gutierrez. Gutierrez sends this one off to the right-hand side where he's got Justin Daniels. Daniels. Trying to keep this one under control. Unable to do so. Lucio coming through, and the whistle's going to sound, stopping the action. Umpire's going to pick this ball up. Let's see where they decide to place this one. All right. Getting a closer look at that on the replay. We're going to drop this one at center field for a hit or penalty 5 in favor of Pony Express. Pedro Gutierrez takes that one off the center stripe, sends it down the field here. Santos Bellini working hard, trying to get there, but Artemio worked harder. Got a hold of that ball, setting up a pass here for Joao. Joao drops it back behind for Lucio. Lucio now with possession, fighting hard against Santos Bellini. He's going to avoid the hook there, trying to keep this one under control. Slams on the brakes, lets that defender go by. Now he's going to turn on the afterburners here. Working his way down the field, slams on the brakes once again here, trying to get this one back under control. Can he find this ball? Couple players come in contact with the ball. Goalpost goes down. No fear, folks. Those goalposts are made to go down like that. Safety first here in the sport of polo. We'll get that adjusted in the next break of the game. Here we go. Downfield, up in front, waiting for the pass, or getting in position for the pass. Santos Bellini. Bellini can't quite get a hold of it. Gutierrez tries to keep this one under control. Here comes Lucio now. Lucio with a pass over to Joao. Joao keeping this one under control. He's got Santos Bellini coming in to keep a close watch on him. Now Justin Daniels in on the action as well. Now here comes Pedro. Gutierrez gets a hold of this one. Turns back, facing the right direction now. He's got a couple options to hit out here. Looking for Santos Bellini. Bellini. Santos Bellini, and Santos Bellini going to find the high mark there, getting his second goal on the day. Nicely done. So time is out. 3 minutes, 37 seconds. Looks like we will be taking our final courtesy change of the match here, and we will also take some time to readjust that goalpost that went down. As we see our players hopping on fresh mounts down there during the courtesy change. Nice shot of Joao. All right, so making their way back out onto the field. We've got the players heading back out there. We've got the goalpost back in its correct position, and we are ready to get the final half of the final chukker underway. 3:37 on the clock, 7-3 the score, chukker number 6. And seeing the players get into position here. Umpires looking for a clean and proper lineup. There we go. Everybody in position now. Ball's on the ground. We're off and working. Here we go. Clock continues to tick down. Pedro Gutierrez is going to grab a hold of it here out of the bowling. Gutierrez. Keeping this one going. He's working himself down into the corner here. Deep in the corner. About as deep in the corner as you can get. Gutierrez takes a shot. Still on the playing surface here. It's going to be taken out of there by Ocampo. Ocampo up here to Joao. Souza. Joao keeping this one under control. Now Artemio Figueras coming in on the action here. Artemio keeping this one going down the field here, working his way all the way down, looking to get a point on the board here. Artemio Figueras. That ball left on the playing surface, and it's going to be Santos Bellini. And the whistle's going to sound. Stopping the action here. Yeah, we see here on the replay, the Quite On Z player was coming down that line. So will have a foul there. We do have time out right now. All right, so we did have a little bit of a collision outside of the play, but that player is A-okay, getting checked out by our medical staff. We always have top-notch medical staff on site at all of our matches, and we do also have a fantastic veterinarian on staff as well. Safety first here at the Grand Champions Polo Club. We see our player walking back over to get remounted, and we will get this one back underway. Just about 2.5 minutes, give or take, left here in this chukker, in this final chukker of this match. And here we have Pedro Gutierrez back in the saddle, ready to resume the action. Let's see what the play is going to be here. Everybody getting back into position down here on the west end of the field. And we will see what the play is going to be. Okay, now that everybody is where they need to be, umpires going to explain the play to the players. And it's going to be a bowling, looks like. Yeah, so teams line up here, and away we go. Ball's on the ground. Pedro going to grab a hold of it here quickly. Now to the bowling. Pedro Gutierrez. Nice hit downfield here by Pedro Gutierrez. Doing a nice job here. Lucio Ocampo establishes himself on that line. What a great heads-up play there by Ocampo. Being in the right place at the right time here, but bad luck there as Pedro going to be the only one to read that play and get reestablished here with possession. Pedro Gutierrez having a little trouble with the ball there, trying to keep it under control. Just about 2 minutes remain here in our final chukker of regulation time. Where's this one going to go? It's going to be picked off now by quite on Z. This is Artemio Figueras. Artemio doing a nice job here. Get this one turned back, facing the right direction. And Alecia coming down the line there, trying to get a hold of that ball, unable to find it. And the whistle does sound stopping the action here. Looks like all right, so we're going to let this player get checked out here. Looks like Alecia is A-okay. All right. Very nice. Alecia's teammates making sure she's all right. She's all smiles out there on the field, so we will continue this with a bowling at the spot. And away we go. Final moments here of our match, and that's going to go just wide, unfortunately. So, line up here for a knock-in as Gutierrez sends this one into play. Justin Daniels hooked out of there by Ocampo. Ocampo hooking her right off here, gets a hold of the ball. Ocampo takes a shot here, trying to get this one over to a teammate. He's going to find Joao. And they're going to run out of real estate. That's going to go over the back line wide to the left-hand side. And our goal judge places that one there for the knock-in here in favor of Pony Express. Sends this one down. With 15 seconds remaining here on the field, where's this one going to go? Justin Daniels has possession here. Justin Daniels, can he get this one done? Ooh, bad luck there. That's going to go just wide to the right-hand side. And that's going to do it, folks, for this match. Thank you so much for tuning in here on CTV Sports. Congratulations to Quite On Z on their victory here today. And we will... Yep, that's what we like to see. All the players shaking hands. At the end of the day, we're all friends here out in the polo field. So my name's Cale Newman. Thank you guys so much for tuning in on CTV Sports. We will see you guys on the next broadcast.